Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 Dreamcast review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Mr. Driller, which if you've never played it before, it's a puzzle game. This is an arcade port, so there's not really much to say about it. There's no extra characters or loads of stages to unlock or expansive modes or anything like in the later Driller games. If I'm honest, even though I love Mr. Driller, I wouldn't have actively went out and bought this, but it came with my Dreamcast bundle, so I wasn't going to sell it because I do still like Mr. Driller and I will still play it from time to time. Anyway. At the start, you've simply got the arcade mode, then you've got a time attack mode where instead of air pockets to collect to give you more air, you've got an infinite air supply and you just have to get there as fast as you can, and there's little clocks to collect instead of those air pockets that take time off your timer. There's then survival mode where you've got one life and you've got to go as long as you can, so down as many feet, meters, whatever region you're playing, whatever version that is, will change because it's 500 meters and 1,000 meters for the arcade boards in this country, but in America, I believe it's 2,500 feet and 5,000 feet. Then got high score, which is self-explanatory. Options, you've got very basic stuff. You can turn the vibration on and off, you can test the sound, you can adjust the screen, save load, you can choose difficulty for the two modes and number of lives, and that's pretty much it. It is bare bones minimum, because it is, as I say, an arcade port. So, for those who don't know, the whole point of Mr. Driller is you are a driller and you've got to dig through blocks, drill through them, whatever you want to say, because you are drilling but you are also digging because you're a miner type thing. And you've got to just basically get to the end of the section and then the end of the stage. So every 100 meters you'll get a break and then you'll go through to the very end, and once you do that then you beat the stage and it comes up your score and you do it all over again. As I say, it's not one of the ones with an expansive mode set where there's different characters to play as or different things to do. It is just bare bones minimum. Think original Tetris compared to one of the newer Tetrises, you know. It really is just all about high score gaming and getting to the end as well as you can, really. As I say, you've got an air meter which is on the right there, and you might notice it's going down, and it'll always go down. Even if you stop still, it still goes down. So you've got to collect air like that, which gives you, I believe, 20% of your meter back every time. And it is basic, but it's what I love about Mr. Driller. And if you've never played a Mr. Driller game before and you've got a Dreamcast, then it might be worth you picking this one up. But if you've got another system, then it's probably going to be better off getting it on that other system, because this is, as I say, one of the most basic. It is something that you'll probably play, you'll beat the courses once or twice and then you may never go back to it, whereas there's other games out there like the DS one or the WiiWare one where at least you get loads of different characters with different abilities. You've got characters that can get crushed more than once before they die. What do I mean by being crushed? Well, if I do this, then it didn't work, typical. Right, if I do this, then there you go, I've been crushed, I lose a life, a little angel comes out of us. There's also ones that expend through air faster or expend through air slower, so there's ones that make it harder or make it easier. As you can probably notice, all the time you're going through it, the background animation, the music and things change, and even the layout of the levels, because I've been doing ones with only little blocks and now I'm doing ones with mainly big blocks, and they can be just as hard because you're too busy focusing on falling down and where next to drill that you might get yourself trapped in amongst a load of crosses, and crosses can't be easily digged through. You've got to drill through them 4 or 5 times, I think it is 5 there. And it uses a load of your air meter, so if you get yourself kind of trapped like that with stuff falling on you, that's when it makes it hard and difficult, because you've got to quickly react, and sometimes it is an instant death situation because sometimes you mightn't have enough air or you mightn't just be fast enough because of the things falling. It is one of those games though that some people will love it, some people will hate it. I personally love Mr. Driller, but there is definitely not much to this version, and it's a shame because it really is a great franchise, but I can't honestly recommend that you rush out and buy this version if you've never played this version before. If you are an absolute avid Driller collector, you'll probably want it, so you've got a pretty much arcade perfect port of it, but you've probably already got better versions of Mr. Driller anyway, so you might leave it alone. Graphically, it looks really good. Musically, it sounds really good, so I'm going to shut up and let you listen to a little bit of music. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.